101 reasons to shop at Quartz. Unbeatable prices and the best value. Quality brands that you trust. At Quartz you can shop with no cash. Credit is amazing. Pay in 90 days. Quartz makes it easy. 101 reasons to shop at Quartz. We have so much in store, and online we've got 101 reasons to shop at Cyrus.
Good morning. Sunshine, Hwinterbottom here for Dr. Rowley, please. Thank you. Keith, good morning. Sunshine here. Calling to add a little sunshine to your life. Listen, Keith, I call you for two things. I called you to thank you and Sharon for that lovely bouquet of flowers that you all sent me. It just made my day. You know, it made my day. Yes. Keith, yeah, I know you haven't been seeing me on the golf course, but that's because I am so traumatized after being taken hostage at that robbery, Keith. I mean, I even hired security for myself. I'm afraid to even go to the toilet. You know, a little PTSD is there, you know. But anyway, I didn't call to talk to you about that. I know you're dealing with a lot, between coal pots, bicycles, ungrateful and disgruntled people. I know it's a lot, but, and I don't want to add to that plate, but I think there's something important I want to talk to you about. Something we can work on together. So, Keith, you know, this young man who robbed the bank, right? Took me hostage. It turns out that he is related to a young woman in the support group I run for mothers of children with autism. No. She wasn't involved in any way. She wasn't involved. Very upright and upstanding young woman. Single mother, working hard. But Keith, it got me thinking, why would this young man, I mean, he offered me money. It's not like he robbed the bank to go to a concert or do some nonsense. He was trying to help his cousin's son with autism. I mean, her therapy bills are astronomical for this child, Keith, and she can't access it in the public system, you know? So, you know, that got me thinking, because I heard Camille 2 years ago talking about the fact that the government is putting out $300 million annually in disability grants. Keith, how can we reduce that financial footprint on a state? We have to consider, I want you to consider that this is an opportunity for you to really turn things around for this part of the population. It will augur well for you, augur well for the country, augur well for the party, you know? And you know I have your best interest at heart, Keith. And the country, of course. Country first with me, always. Yes, so I want you and I to meet and sit down and talk, you know, and meaningfully explore how we can really turn things around. Because this part of the population, disability community, it is as if they are having a completely different lived experience than the rest of the population. And, you know, I want us to help them lead sustainable lives, have agency over their lives, so that they don't have to be so dependent on the state for things. It's a lot to unpack. Let's meet on the golf course next week and talk about it. Yes. Okay, great, Keith. I'm looking forward to it. High tea. Not even at noon. Morning tea. 10 a.m. sharp. Don't be later. You know me, I'm always on time. Okay, Keith. See you then. Bye.
Is a fact, strictly facts, and is that.
So I investigated a school by the name of Northgate College. Actually, that was the school that came out from the church I used to attend, Elijah Center. He went there, he did his interview, they accepted him. Syddel today will always boast that that was his best school experience, because they listened, they assisted, and they included him. And I think that made a difference for him, for his school experience to be happy, you know, for him to feel, you know, part of something. You know, the kids treated him differently. It was more inclusion. Syddel, come do this, Syddel, come do that. It wasn't, you know, he wasn't ostracized. He wasn't left to feel in the wilderness. You know, you just different, you just weird, you just strange, you just stay in your corner, because we don't know how to deal with that. Right? So that to me was money well spent, right? And he graduated with he did his A-levels, and he did what he had to do. And he said, well, you know, Mommy, I really want to pursue this music thing. I said, well, son, if you want to pursue it, I on board. Do your thing.
It's a different kind of mind. It is bubble a little different than yours and mine. It's a different kind of mind. It's an old puzzle if you just try. Oh me, oh my. The rainbow scene and a brand new vibe. Oh me, oh my. 4, 3, 2.
He applied to UE, but they only offered him the certificate program. As I said, you know, that not making sense, you know, best you go and do a full degree. He also applied to UTT. UTT accepted him. I remember when we went to the interview, you with your pan, I with the pants down holding, right? He with the pan, I with the pants down holding. And he went and he was successful at UTT. And he excelled at UTT. And it wasn't a situation where the autism was upfront and personal. It was a situation where this child, this musician, he has a gift. He's a talented musician who happened to have autism. It's only when he would have told people, oh, people find, well, I find he liked to be in the corner. And then he indicated it to them, or maybe I may have mentioned it to them. Then they say, oh, okay, and now connect the dots. But it was never a situation where this was held out in front. Because I guess we were never afforded the things that is available now, all these different things that we could have tapped into, where we'd have put this first and then whatever after. So that was the UTT experience. He went on, he excelled there. What degree you graduated with? Magna?
Second honors.
Second honors. Right? I mean, the professor, one of the professors was there, Leon. He was like, Rachel, this, I wish I could clone Syddel as a student. He committed, he disciplined. You understand? If it is he has to reach for 8 o'clock, Syddel will leave here 6. I said, Syddel, but you realize you had to reach for 8, but mommy, next thing it had flood, next thing it had tornado, next thing it had traffic. I want to leave here 6 to ensure I reach there 8, right? So that has been his philosophy going forward in terms of his education, you know, at UTT.
So there are certain disorders and disabilities that are commonly found alongside the diagnosis of autistic spectrum disorder. But just bearing in mind that autism is autism. So you can have autistic individuals who are high functioning, who have high IQs, who learn at the same rate or even faster than their same aged peers, or you can have those who have lower IQs and have challenges developing certain adaptive skills within the normal time period. Also commonly found, often diagnosed alongside autism, are other neurodivergent disorders such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, and so on. But I think the most important thing is to just recognize that regardless of whether you have ADHD or you have dyslexia or you have dysgraphia, autism is a standalone. The thing is, though, oftentimes it is kind of difficult to discern, well, how much of this is the person being distracted because of looping thoughts, as we know that autistics tend to engage in repetitive behaviors, or they might have a disconnect, or they shut down because of sensory issues, and how much of this is true focus issues as an ADHD, or language processing, as in a speech and language disorder, pragmatic language disorder, versus a dyslexia or a comprehension challenge. So this is where I think the testing and the screening comes in, where you can take a look at the individual's potential, where they're functioning at, and also go ahead and test some of these other processes as well. Why do we do that? We do this in order to plan for intervention, to strengthen skills, to strengthen adaptive skills, really, to help the individual form more meaningful connections.
101 reasons to shop at Quartz. Unbeatable prices and the best value. Quality brands that you trust. At Quartz you can shop with no cash. Credit is amazing. Pay in 90 days. Quartz makes it easy. 101 reasons to shop at Quartz. We have so much in store, and online we've got 101 reasons to shop at Quartz.
Sunshine Hwinterbottom here. How are you? Listen, if you enjoy seeing all of these videos and all of this information that this organization, Cause and Effect, is constantly sharing with you, the population, I want you to visit their social media pages at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and even their website, www.causeandeffect.co, and I want you to like, share, subscribe, and donate to them. Okay? Help us to keep these conversations about disability and autism going, to create a more just and equitable society for people who live with autism and other disabilities. Okay? So, like, share, subscribe, and donate. Press that donate button. There's a WePay link. Easy, easy, easy. WePay, click, donate. All right? So, I'll see you soon. Take care. And as my world famous Auntie Hazel used to say, give a little, change a lot. See you soon.
It's a different kind of mind. It is bubble different than you.